Hello, everybody. Sunday, 25th of October, 2020. This is Markets Week Ahead. Looking at, we're going to cover some of the American markets, Europe market, crypto. Big update on crypto. Going to look at Rolls-Royce again, just because that's one we've been following. Obviously, doing quite well on. Have a quick look at the metals as well. So, I'll give you a quick overview of everything that we're looking at and what's happening. Just going to use the hourly 4 chart. So, this is Nasdaq. I want you to see obviously the lows here from March. We had an amazingly clear channel actually coming all the way up. we broke down from there September. So the market did get weak in September. We kind of expected that, a bit of profit taken after such a big rise. We were in a neat channel here, and then what we're looking at is to what the markets quite often do on these chart patterns is once they've broken below a channel, they go and retest them. So if you watch my video from a couple of weeks ago, that was the green box that was the target price. We haven't changed the chart. It's gone there, and obviously we saw the reaction come down. What you'll notice is the blue line's actually moving average 9, so we're just using that for the trend. Every time it's been getting to there, we've seen some sell. You see the sellers are obviously in control. They're pushing price down. So really, there's a bit of concern with Nasdaq and technology in general. Have a look at the FANG. It really needs to hold above this moving average, and it really needs to start coming up here. I got to worry that if that fails, then there's a good chance of a sizable drop coming. We've got some big, huge weeks ahead with risks. Obviously, Brexit we know about. Been bubbling along in the background for a while, but obviously the US election now is crucial. Some huge implications. If you don't have to be in the market, there's no harm in being out of the market. Cash is a position. If you've been trading either this huge run up and you took some profit and you managed to get in here and trade it up again, I would be wanting to see some confirmation to go long out of this congestion zone which we've been in since 12th of October. If this breaks and holds and we get some good strong candles on the hourly 4 chart above the moving average 9, yet good, I can see it. In reality, it'll probably come to test the previous all-time high up there. So that would be the target. A minimum, you'd be expecting it to test this previous area as a minimum. Okay. So we've got some targets to the upside should this break. The danger, it's a very real danger, is that price comes down. If it can't get above this zone, it's been trying very, very hard. It'll come down. The reason we spend some time on Nasdaq and FANG and technology is because clearly that's been one of the main drivers in the market. If you look at the performing stocks in most US markets, it's been the technology sector driving that. So huge risk. Actually, we've got massive eye on this. US election coming off, you would imagine is the safe thing to do would be to take some profit, take some money out after having great 6 months. So yeah, really keep an eye on this chart, Nasdaq and the FANG stocks. Looking at SP 500 again, we haven't changed this chart. Go back a few weeks. We noticed that the up channel from March lows again perfect. Sold up here at these levels, then a beautiful channel coming down, a lovely channel coming up, and obviously since then we've broken down. What we see is again sellers in control all this time. Price has actually broken above that trend line, okay, and we've had a decent reaction from this pink box here, which was previous huge resistance. You can see every time it came to this box was selling down. You're talking 3404 to 3420 really. So there's you expect that price runs up, runs away. You want it to come back down instead of 1, 2, and a 3. Ideally, as a potential target, what we'd be looking at is for price to then test the previous all-time high. Can it do that actually before the election? There's time. So again, we'll keep an eye on Nasdaq, keep an eye on this. But again, in the overall market, look at where we are. The risk reward here, chasing these moves. Now, this is where the smart money got in. You're up here. Where's the risk reward? Again, extreme caution, I think. If you want to be in along the market, fine. But is this the best entry you can get? This area here, we had marked 6-7 days. It spent some time in there now, and that's why we had this pink box measured, because we thought it needs to come back. This is a difficult one now, because again, you want to see it run and test that previous all-time high, but there's a lot of risk overall in that market. I want a decent pullback to then get in. If I was swing position, that is. Go to Wall Street. So again, all-time highs, lagging Nasdaq, lagging S&P 500, miles behind. It hasn't got up there. This was a close, and then it came down. We had this lovely channel we're watching. We had a falling wedge that gave the burst to the upside. Now I would probably say we're looking as if we're in a bull flag. So again, can this do another run up into US election on the Dow? Is this a logical thing? Could it come back up here? I don't. There's time. Bull flag again. You would expect that. It could be good. Again, if you're looking to swing long, swing buy, is this the? Look at this. Where are we? We're right near the tops again. Doesn't mean it's a sell. It's definitely not something we'd be looking to sell at these levels either. Especially the way this is. We want some confirmation to do that. VIX is the interesting one for me. I'm really keeping an eye on this. This is when the fun will start. Again, I do wonder how this is going to play leading into the election. Will it make a third attempt? If that attempt comes in, will we then start seeing VIX go up, increase volatility around the election? I think it's plausible. I think it's possible. DAX again, DAX is in a funny place at the moment. It kind of looks as if it wants to roll over. But very, very short term. And again, I think we need to go higher on DAX. I do. We seem to have, I've zoomed in on this one to the hourly one. We seem to have this lovely channel playing out at the moment. I really want to see it test back up here, which is just shy of 13. But it has got actually the potential to run all the way back up here. We've broken out. We had this lovely consolidation. Again, if I put that in, got a falling wedge, price breaking above. It is bullish. So I would really like to see that another run up there. Again, it all ties in with the election again. You can see a final run up. Bitcoin, huge area on Bitcoin right now. We had, again, this chart hasn't changed. We've had this since 9th of August. We were expecting it to come to this level because this was a previous high there. We said if it breaks, we'll come back up to these previous highs. It is now in that box. This is extreme caution because there's the chance, if I look at the indicators as well, this is now daily time frame. You see our RSI is getting weaker. It's still positive on the awesome oscillator, but the fact that it's testing this again, I mean, we are bullish Bitcoin and cryptos in general. Fact is, it's coming up here. You would expect some either stalling or profit take. If it just booms straight up, then great, happy days. This is an area I'm concerned about, which was resistance. It dropped, came up. This was resistance. I'm not saying it's going to go back down there, but if it does, I will buy that. Because we're looking at this longer term. But this area is huge caution. It's tying in with the July 19 areas where price then led to this big sell. So I'm not saying it's selling. I'm not saying to sell Bitcoin. I'm saying it's an area of resistance where you would see normal profit taking. I won't be closing my swing positions, but might take a bit of profit. Silver, if I zoom back in, I'll change this to the hourly 4 chart. So we had this channel come up here. Again, it's been a lovely, lovely channel, but it's hanging on at the moment. If I zoom in, you'll see that it's really struggling. It's moving average 9. Each time it gets above, price comes down, up, down. You can see what we want to see to again, we are bullish overall in the market. Look at price is going up. But what we want to see on this for any kind of decent entry, price come up. We want to see a pullback to moving average 9, and then we would want to see it take off. So buying when price is below that, too dangerous for me, not interested. Gold, so zooming right back out, we had this amazing channel. I'll go to daily just because it's been going on for a long time. We're looking at this on gold. I would expect these were huge areas. So again, you can see where price currently is. Goes back to August 11. So it's broken above. You had a breakout. Now you get a retest. You'd expect it to go back up. could easily come back down to these previous levels, which was 1785, and then go. But you always see is you get a strong breakout, come back to retest, and then up we go. Rolls-Royce, obviously you've had some great bounces now after covering Rolls-Royce previously. Um, there's a huge news out this week, so keep an eye on Bitcoin. On Rolls-Royce, the share rights issue. So I think that might be 27th, maybe Tuesday, but just double check that. We were expecting a bounce from down these levels, extremely kind of oversold. Um, Price, could just be dead cat bounce. We're not sure yet. Nice candles. We had a really great price action and profits on these. Again, we've had a huge reaction off the lows. This previous area comes back, and so far it's bounced off moving average 9. I'd be very, very happy if it came up to these levels. Not necessarily sure it will. Need to see what happens on Tuesday. At the moment, it looks very positive, but again, we don't want to chase it. I'm not adding to any positions on Rolls-Royce until see how this month ends. If we could get a drop down, then I would add again and look to swing it up. Just to give you an idea on these ones, we're looking at this for next 5 years, so we can deal with some volatility down here. Do like Rolls-Royce, but that just gives you an idea of where we are. It's come down lovely. Had a great bounce. It was down around about £1, but it's £2.50. So huge returns we got on that. And again, for now, we are looking. Price has clearly broken back above that descending trend line. Ideally, it comes back up here. I'd be very, very happy if it did. 370 to 390 be amazing. But again, we need to see what happens this week. Really important week for Rolls-Royce. So that's markets week ahead. I hope that gives you an indication of where we're at, and will help you this week. But please just remember, with the elections coming, it's a hugely important time. Stay out if you're not sure, you're not looking long term. Best thing you do, no trades, stay away until the opportunity presents itself. Again, it's a bullish market. The markets are bullish, but you're at the upper end. You go into high risk and excuse of profit taking. Just be careful out there. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, comment, and take care this week.